Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Pour It On with Juancho. You can find us every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pour It On is a show where experience doesn't matter. All you need is your will to learn, paint, create, and have fun. On Pour It On, you'll follow along with me with one pouring instruction that I've selected for this week's episode. Iconic painter Bob Ross said, "We don't make mistakes, just happy little accidents. So let's pour it on and see what we can create." I'm your host, Juancho, and we got today's canvas out right here today. Just got a black canvas, 16 by 20. We're gonna do a new pouring technique this week, you guys. I'm gonna do a open cup pour. Um, so to start, I'm gonna go ahead and start picking out some colors that we're gonna use today. I have two colors that I already have mixed up, ready, that I want to for sure use. So that's a red and that's a green. I have some other colors here that I'm going to implement as well. So before we get started, I'm going to grab me a cup over here so that we can mix up our base color. Uh, and we are going to go with black. We go with black for our base color, y'all. Here we go. We got our Floetrol, y'all. We got our Floetrol. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that to the cup. Got a nice bit there. I'm gonna add our black. All right, got some black going on there. Go ahead, stir it up really well. Stir it up really well. Go ahead, add just a little bit more of this porter medium here. So we can get about a half cup worth of black, a little bit more than that. All right. Take our water here. Gonna add just a little bit of H2O. What are we making? Today we are doing an open cup pour. So I have two cutouts from a cup. Basically the lid from the cup's cut off. It looks pretty fluid. All right. Put our black off to the side. Get some yellow. Some yellow. So I'll take this. And you guys are just tapping in. This is Pour It On with Juancho. You can find us every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's new yellow, y'all. New yellow. But we got bright yellow here. I'm gonna add that to our medium. Shake it up just a little bit. Shake it up just a little bit. Add a little bit of that. Okay. Got another popsicle stick here, y'all. So we're gonna mix that up. our yellow. All right. Set that off to the side. We got yellow, we got green, we got red, we got black. Let's see what else we got here. We have a moon orange is what it's called. Moon orange. So I'm actually gonna use this cup that was left over from the cutout. All right. So we got our moon. Add a little Floetrol to it. All right, and most of these colors, we got Apple Barrel, we got Deco Art, are most of the colors that we're using today, y'all. Those are the brands we're using for our paint. Okay, that moon orange look like peach. It don't really look like an orange, but we're gonna work with it. We're gonna work with it. All right, we're gonna work with it. And I got a couple other colors that I might throw in there once we get the canvas poured. All right. If you guys are just tuning in, this is Poured on Juancho. You can find us every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At this point in time, I'm about to put our base coat on. We're gonna go with. I know the canvas is already black. It don't matter. I want to do black as my base coat anyway. I didn't have any white canvases that I could use, so I'm gonna go with that. I'm just gonna try to get this entire canvas covered. All right. I'm gonna kind of move the canvas around a little bit so we can cover all the areas. Some people shift their canvas, some people actually use a blow dryer and spread the paint that way. Guess it's just really your own discretion. So I got it spreading pretty even here. I'm gonna grab my paint knife and kind of finish spreading this to the edges, y'all. Right. This is actually a little bit, I feel like it's a little bit lighter than the canvas, so it's not quite a black. It almost looks like a dark grayish color, but hopefully when it dries, it'll dry darker. Some of the colors do. All right, let's see if I can get that. Slide that way some. There we go. And I'm just spreading the paint outward towards the edge of our canvas so that it covers the edge in its entirety. Obviously, we're going to add some colors to this. So once the colors are added and we shift again, that's going to help all of that reach the edges. And I know you hear the scraping on the you may have to hear the scraping on the canvas, but you don't have to go as deep down on the paint. Just kind of scratch the surface as you're dragging it across. All right. I think we got, for the most part, everything. All right. I'm not using any lubricant acrylic lubricant oil today, y'all. I'm just using straight paint and pouring medium, and we might use a little bit of rubbing alcohol as well. Been kind of on the rubbing alcohol kick. It helps form some of the more defined cells, the smaller cells. So, all right. Just gonna off center these. Off center those a little bit. All right. So I got a few colors here mixed up already. I think I'm gonna start with our yellow here. Add that middle. A little bit to the middle there. I'll come back with our red. It's supposed to be red. We'll see if yeah, it's red. So I got two open cups on the canvas here. You could do one, you can do two. You can do as many as you want, really. Just depends on your personal preference. I just so happen to have two here. And let me mix this green up just a little bit more because I can see the pouring medium. Looks like it was trying to separate a little bit there. If you guys are just tuning in, this is Poured On with Juancho. You can find us every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We just put our first two colors into our open cups. We have a base color of black here. And do you use more medium in your paint if your paint is thicker? Yes. Try to hold your questions to the end if you can. Just as I'm trying to give instruction, I can't catch everybody's questions. Adding some green in here. All right. I got this. It's supposed to be moon orange, but I'm about to see what it does. We'll see what the moon orange does. And then it's more like a peach. I don't know. Just messing with these color combos, y'all. Just messing with the color combos. I'm gonna come back with my red. Red over here. All right. I'm gonna go back with the yellow. And as the inner of the cup fills up, it'll start hit the brim. The rings of the colors will get smaller and smaller as the inner ring of paint pushes it outward. Got a little bit of yellow there. All right, we're gonna come back with the green. And I'm just layering these colors, y'all. I'm just layering these colors within these open cups. Just layering the colors. All right. Coming back with this moon orange. Going back with the moon orange. All right. I have like a little bit of black. I'm gonna add that in the center of these, just because I want some of the black to pop in there. I know you're probably like, why black? Why black? But when these colors mix up, you don't necessarily gonna have the black come through all the time. So in the spots that it don't, I would like it to. We go with let's go back with the I'm gonna go back with the moon. I'm gonna go back with the moon orange. I know we just did that before the black, but I'm gonna go ahead and expand the black out with this moon orange. And that noise in the back is my son playing the game. Disregard. Disregard. All right. Going back with the red, y'all. Going back with the red. You guys are just tuning in. This is Poured on Juancho. You can find us every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're doing a dual open cup pour on our canvas today. I've already started layering the colors. If you guys are just tapping in, the colors are already being layered within these two open cups. And you can kind of see the paint's leaking out underneath the cup here in this area a little bit. And that's just from the overflow. Just from the overflow of the cup being filled. So got the green going on. Got a little bit of yellow. All right. Well, we got another color that I think I'm gonna try and add to this. We actually have two. Let me shake these up real quick. As you can see right here, cells are already starting to form. Cells are already starting to form, y'all. So I'm gonna grab you one more cup. Grab you one more cup. Let's get our Floetrol. How we do it with the Floetrol. Move my red cup out the way. Now, I'm not adding a lot of Floetrol for this one because we already have some medium in this lime green, but I just want to make sure it's fluid for what we're doing. So there we go. Grab one of my popsicle sticks here. And you can already start to see the colors starting to pop out through the black, y'all. It's just there we go. I like how this is starting to create rings and cells already, and we haven't even added any heat or anything to it. It's just all pour. We haven't moved the cup or anything, so that's pretty cool. Using the rest of our orange here, then I'm gonna come back and finish out with our other colors. We got that orange really came through. The orange really came through. The green's a little bit thicker than I would like, but it happens from time to time when you're using different brands. If you're pre-mixing, it's a lot easier to control that. But we're on an hour, so I'm doing this the best of my ability within that hour. I got a couple of looks like I got a couple of yellow drops going across uh the entirety of our 1 cup. I'm just gonna add some red real quick, and then we're gonna do some lime green, and then I think we're gonna move our cups. There we go. Just because we didn't really use that lime green until just a bit ago, I'll make sure we get a little bit of that in there. And within the cup already, the 1 cup itself, I see cells forming. So just know the cells are already forming before they start to exit outside of that rim, right outside of that cup rim. All right. So if you guys are just tuning in, this is Pour It On with Juancho. You can find us every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got 2 open cups here on our black canvas. As you can see, cells are already starting to develop. At this point in time, I'm gonna drag our open cups and see what they do. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and add some heat to it. And that's gonna help that pink pop so those cells develop. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start moving this around the canvas a little bit. The black is a little bit thicker than I would like, but that's okay. Still should be able to drag off the canvas. All right, let's see. Here we go. Just trying to get this paint to cover the canvas here. And I'm stretching the cells out, y'all. So just bear with me. As you see. Just kind of tilting the canvas side to side until it covers the canvas in its entirety. Ooh, did not want to do that. All right. So as you see, the cells are forming and stuff like that. I have a little dropper. Okay. I have a little dropper, and I'm just gonna take some of this alcohol, y'all, and drop a couple of drops. Hopefully, we can get some cell creation here. All right. And while I can, and this paint is still a little wet, I'm gonna go ahead and drag this black paint down here to our edge here. All right. Make sure that canvas is covered. And I'm gonna catch these top corners right here as well. Where the paint didn't hold. All right. So where I dropped a little bit of the alcohol, you can see some of the cells starting to. I'm gonna hit this with some heat real quick, y'all, so you can see what that. Waiting for some cells developing down here. Look like. And I'm not like trying to put the heat directly on it because I don't want it to like to cook the paint. You know what I'm saying? Alcohol dries out the paint, so it helps the cells form. Um, so like where you see like these like more bubbly, where the orange and stuff right here, the that moon orange stuff like that, and then I did it along here as well. So you got like a couple of cells on here on the outer. But yeah, that is what that does. Just gonna have to really do his thing here. Think I'm gonna add. I think I'm gonna add something down here. Cause I feel like. All right. And just add a little bit of red across this too. I'm gonna come with the yellow. See, take some of that lime green as well. Just basically put that. What's that? Got the yellow. We got the green. Only thing we don't have is some of the more orange. Which I'll just see if I got enough to get a little scoop of that to drop across. There we go. And I'm gonna take the heat one more time. What did I just do with it? All right. And take my dropper. I got a little bit of A little bit of alcohol there. So I dropped a couple more drops down here on this corner. Just messing with it a little bit, see what we can get. All right. You guys are just tuning in. This is Port on Juancho. You can find us every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have just done two open cup pours on one canvas. I sat one, as you can see, more so at the top, and then one more at the bottom. We added the same colors in each cup, and we just layered those colors within the side of each other, creating rings. Once I got all the colors that I wanted to its consistency, I then removed the cups and dragged them so that they, you know, can start to create a pattern within the black paint itself. And then I did add the torch to it as well so that we can go ahead and help those cells begin to develop. As you see here, we got cells going all along here, bigger cells, smaller cells. And then you see the tracing as well for the colors that we have here for today's show. Let's see here. But at this time, this is where we like to tune into what I call our Q&A. And so with that being said, our Q&A question is, why did you choose these colors and what they represent to you? Really, I would just kind of, I was thinking of the Caribbean flags and stuff like that, and the different things like that. And I hadn't done an open cup pour in a while, so I was trying to like incorporate that somehow. I wasn't quite sure how these colors were gonna complement each other. The moon orange was a new color, and I wanted to try it out to see like if it would even complement the colors that I had selected. Obviously, the lime green is something that I selected during the show itself. I didn't have that plan to add to the show, but we wanted to add that in anyway. Um, and I just wanted to do something dope, something different that we haven't seen on the show. You know what I'm saying? We've done a lot of different pours. Some pours we've brought back. We've done open cup before, but it was just one cup. This time we did two on the canvas, and I think it created a interesting dynamic with the tracing and stuff like that. Um, if you could title the painting, what would you call it, man? I don't even know. I don't even know what I would call this one. It's given. I don't even know what to call that. Fruit roll up, huh? I can see that. I can see that. I can see gushers too. I really can see the gushers too. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can see the gushers in there, like especially with the bolder colors outlining the lighter colors. Um, Let's see here. Now that you've completed the painting, what was your favorite part and what would you change? Okay, my favorite part was really just picking which how I was gonna lay the colors within inside the cup. Like I started off with yellow. Actually, as you can see, there is a generous amount of yellow within the painting. And then I think I followed that with the red and then the green, and then we just kind of went from there. Uh, I can see where you use the mediums. Oh yeah, you can. Um Funny. But yeah, I really like how these colors just kind of complement each other. So I definitely would probably use them again. What would I change differently about it? I probably would have made the green a little bit more fluid. I think that was my one only color that didn't really uh, pour out more fluid like the other ones. Um, Everything else, I feel like poured out nicely. The black spread across the canvas pretty easily. It was just the green was just a little bit too thick for my liking. I probably would have made it just a little bit more fluid. But with that being said, if you guys are just tuning in, this is Poured On with Juancho. You can find us every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At this time, I'm going to open the floor to the audience. If you guys have any questions about the show, this is your time to go ahead and ask away before I show the up close of the piece. Any questions? Any questions? Anyone? The heat dries it. The heat not necessarily dries it. It helps develop the cells. That's it. Well, I mean, it dries out the paint, obviously, but it doesn't necessarily dry it. Now, if you put heat directly on it, it's gonna make that paint thick. It's gonna cook the paint. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna get like a different texture with your pour when it dries. It's gonna be a little bit different. Now, if you just, that's why you saw, if you saw, like I kind of put the torch at an angle, so it wasn't like directly on an area, it was more so going over the area and just kind of that heat, the heat waves from the actual torch itself was warming up the cells. What kind of popsicle sticks? Wooden popsicle sticks. You can get at any craft store, dollar store, anything like that. You can get at Walmart, all that good stuff. Um, any other questions? Any other questions about today's piece? I see a yin and yang right up here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Y'all probably can't. I can see that. But I'm gonna go ahead this time. Um, how much alcohol that I use? I have a little dropper. It's not even that much. I don't even know if it says how many. Was it 1 milliliter? I think it's 1 milliliter. And I didn't even use the whole thing. I probably used like half of the drop. I only use half the drop, so and you can see where it was used because the center of those colors where the drop was used, there's a ring around the center. It like absorbed the paint and they formed a trace as you can see here and these little bubbles up in here. Let me go ahead and show you guys the aerial view. All right, and that, and we're gonna flip the camera. So this is where I dropped some of the alcohol. As you can see, like the color isn't in the center and more so pushed outwards of where the alcohol was. And you got larger cells down here. Got tracing. Got tracing going all along there. And then right there almost kind of looked like a yin yang. This one right here. That one right there. Okay, okay, okay. Any other questions? Anybody else got questions? No, we got 15 minutes, y'all. And then, of course, I'm going to show you guys the piece from last week as well. Do you have to paint the canvas first? You don't have to paint the canvas first. That's all discretion. That's all discretion. Like I could have just put it on there, but then I would have had flat canvas in the middle, you know what I'm saying? Or I could have just covered the whole canvas just with these colors. But I wanted the black to pop and I wanted it to be uniform, if you will. So that's why I didn't just leave it black and just add colors to it. I actually put black on the canvas uh did the actual pour. Any more questions? No, no. Okay. So if you guys were at last week's episode, you guys were at last week's episode, you know that we did a swipe pour. All right. What kind of butane do I use? I don't know if you can see that. Pure 5X champs. So we did two panels. Um, did two panels, and here's one, and here's here's the other one. Okay. Now I don't know what you guys see, but I am not quite sure what I'm going to do it. But I kind of see like a tail right here, and it's coming up, and I see a koi fish. That's just what I saw when it dried. That's what I saw. But here they are lined up together, so you can see that. And so even though they're somewhat similar, they're different. They're somewhat similar but different. No two pours are really going to be the same. You can use all the same colors. You can use everything to the max. Doesn't mean it's going to look exactly the same. It's still going to have its own individual characteristics that makes it unique. So um, they while they'll be matching, there's still going to be a little bit of a difference. Still going to be a little bit of a difference. Any other questions while we have about 12 minutes or so to go. Big Mar, appreciate all the love, y'all. Thank you everybody for tapping in. If you're interested in being on the show, how long does it take to dry normally? Uh, I would give it at least a full 24 hours, maybe longer, depending on how thick the paint is. Like I said, if it's fluid, it's going to run off the canvas. So then the layer of paint isn't going to be as thick to dry. Um, I try to get the paint as fluid as possible. Sometimes, like I said, it doesn't always work that way when I'm doing it on the show because we're on a time crunch, and I'm trying to get everything and explain it step by step to you guys. And that's not to say it as an excuse or anything like that, but mistakes are going to happen. But that's the beauty of it because even with the mistakes, you still can find beauty within the piece itself. Happy little accident. So appreciate all the faves, y'all. Appreciate all the faves. And it's still changing. The cells are still developing. I really like this piece. I really do like this piece. It was the color combination. I know sometimes y'all probably be like, why is this dude adding this color with this color? And look, just because it might look like it may not go, you gotta try it out. How long does it normally take to develop? The cells really develop almost up until the point that it's like starting to solidify as drying. Until it's as it's drying there, they're still developing. But once it starts to get like that coat, you know what I'm saying, where it's like solidified, they're pretty much done developing. Like right now, if I probably still put some heat to it, I probably can get a couple more cells to pop up. But I like it the way it is right now, and I'm just kind of letting it do a self dry, if you will, just letting it self dry, let it see what it's gonna do on its own. Um, because we already know, like when it's all said and done, I'll probably do something else with it. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely enjoy doing this piece. I will say that. Definitely enjoy doing the piece. Jen, it's mine. Not as mine. Not as mine. We already claiming pieces. Now we already claiming pieces, y'all. Is that what we doing already? You need a few. Look, y'all know how to get me. Y'all know how to reach me. Come get your piece. You know what I'm saying? Come get your piece. Come get your piece. You know, classes. We're working on that as well. We're working on the sub. So if y'all interested, I need to know who would be even interested in me doing like private classes on the side because I've had a couple people reach out. We can set it up. Just let me know. Um, but it definitely got to make sense. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to be dedicating time to that and investing time to that, I need people that are going to be serious, are really interested in doing it. I'll send you a supply list and all that. We'll set a time, um, set up a video call, and you can have your kids there, your nieces, nephews, your mommies, your daddies, whoever you feel might be interested in doing it, and we can do this thing. We can do this thing. What's happening? Fill me in. Well, Nicole, you're late. This is Port on Juancho. You can find us every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got about 8 minutes left. So you just have to catch next episode, or you can go subscribe to my YouTube, which is connected to my profile here. All the videos are uploaded on YouTube for you guys' viewing pleasure. Please like and subscribe. Also, tonight you can catch me on Gin and Juices feature show, Red Room Talk at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also catch me tomorrow right here in my live for Soul Food Sunday with Gin and Juice at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then you can catch me on Tuesday as well, Versus Style Game Night with Gin and Juice. And we will be bringing a new element this week, y'all, this coming Tuesday. So I hope y'all ready for it. All you music enthusiasts, I hope you're ready to be there for that. That's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All these times are Eastern Time, y'all. We are in the Eastern Time zone, so make sure y'all pull up for that. It's emoji charades, it's riddles, and it's trivia, and it's fun, and it's versatile. So make sure y'all tap into the Instagram. We post stuff, try to post stuff every day if we can, but most definitely weekly so that you guys can see what we got going on. Soul Food Sunday is has all the socials for our Soul Food Sunday stream. Please subscribe. Please follow on IG. Um, and heart and like the post and all that good stuff too. I'm gonna play some music for y'all before we end this thing.